Hi there, my name is Kimberly Carson, and today I will be presenting my final project for creativity and social innovation. To begin, I'll be explaining my definition of creativity and social innovation. The first thing that comes to my head when I think of creativity is a lot of color. Creativity comes from anywhere or anything, and it's creating a new way to satisfy a common goal or need. Social innovation is creating a new way to meet social needs, ways that have not been used before to satisfy needs in education, business, or even community development. Creativity plays a vital role in social innovation because without creativity, we would not be able to find new and different ways to meet our needs. Creativity is also important when it comes to social innovation because it gives us new ways to be excited about the same things. For example, teaching today has come such a long way. Different teaching methods have been created to ensure the knowledge is still being absorbed properly, whether students learn visually or kinetically. That being said, creativity is so important because like I said, it makes us so excited to reach the same goals. When it comes to creativity, I like to think that these 9 ways help people so much to get more creative. Doing something every day or just adding something different into your life can help so much. So here above you have doodling something or signing up for a class, trying something different, or brainstorming. Just writing down all of your ideas is such a good way to help your brain be more creative. As we go on through this slide, it says here number 5, you can start a sketchbook. See, that's something that I have started since the beginning of this course. I bought a journal and I honestly just doodle in it. I just write whatever comes to my mind, and it actually helps me be way more creative in my everyday life. It gives me more ideas for projects in school. It gives me more ideas for the sport that I coach. It's just really an amazing process, and also talking with other people about these ideas has been really influential for me as well. Here number 6, as you could see, keeping toys on your desk. So these are kind of like fidget toys. That's something that I have done a little bit, but I'm not a huge fidgeter. However, I do think that all of these steps are really good ways to help. Try the 30 circles test. I've tried this, and it actually was really interesting. Moving on, I'm going to be talking to you about how creativity, how we used it in my group. The biggest thing that we actually did was brainstorming, and that's what this picture represents. Brainstorming was huge for us. Basically, what we did was we kind of just blurted out a bunch of ideas in our group chat. I liked to write them down, so my brainstorm kind of looked like the picture above, although it wasn't as colorful. But I wrote all of these ideas down, and that was a really good way for me to it was kind of my outlet. Put it down on paper, and it really helped. I think that came from me using my journal a bit more. So yeah. Something that really was interesting to me throughout this course, that I didn't think had a huge influence on creativity or social innovation, was system mapping. But I realized quickly that to be able to create something new and different, you need to know what you're working with. So that's why I really enjoyed this process. I really prefer using the iceberg method, but systems mapping was super eye-opening for me because, like I said, you want to know the system before you can create or design something to move the system forward. To continue what I was saying, to be able to move the system forward with creativity, feedback loops are super important in this process because when creating something new and different, there's a lot of trial and error. So you want to make sure that you're really paying attention to the feedback that you're getting with everything that you're doing, whether it being in communities, in businesses, or in education. Getting feedback helps you be more creative, it gives you more ideas for future activities or whatnot. And so that's why I also thought feedback loops were super important when it comes to creativity and social innovation in any project. A perfect example of this was when we presented our idea to our classmates and the TA for our group intervention. We thought that the process was pretty complicated for that entire project, but getting feedback from the TA was super helpful and helped us develop our idea further. So that's why feedback loops are also extremely important. You want to know what you're working with. So to finish up this presentation, I want to talk about systems thinking. I think systems thinking is so important when it comes to designing any intervention. For our group, the group itself, we didn't think of it that much, but personally, I actually ended up really jotting a lot of ideas down when it came to systems thinking and understanding what was, what is, and like what can be. Like I said, I really do enjoy using the iceberg model, so I did use that when it came to our project as well. I think it's so important to understand your system, to understand what you're working with in order to create a new way to meet the same goal. That's what creativity is, and I think when it comes to designing, you want to know everything about the system, everything about your target population, your audience, before like applying something. So it's knowing what happened and observing patterns, what is happening over time with your systems, and structure. So what is enabling this pattern to continue? And finally, mental models is super important as well. So I think knowing all of that gives us a leg up on how to continue the creativity process. So just to finish up on systems thinking, like I said, my ideas on how I want creativity to intervene in human systems in the future would be to learn more about the system, really dig deeper into the systems thinking process, and just getting to know that is such a good base to move further. So to wrap up my presentation, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about creativity and what it is for me. Take music into account. Singing or lyrics are so important, and it's such an immense way to target so many people to portray a message. And there are so many different ways that one can do that. So with music, I think it's such an inspirational way, like I can't even explain, to target an audience and convey a message, an important message, because in my opinion, everyone listens to music. And it's so easy to say, oh my God, this song is amazing, go listen to it. And that's such a good way to pass on an important message, whether it be in any occasion. I just wanted to talk a bit more about that because I think music is so important when it comes to that. And I will attach a link in my email that just will send you to a music video and a song that I think just inspired me so much. With that said, I just want to say thank you. It was an amazing experience. This class has taught me so much about myself and about the person that I want to be in the future. So thank you so much, and have a great summer.